Welcome to Age of Empires 4. We are here on Gorge with, in the green, the Knights Templar. And on the other side of the map, in red, the Japanese with an early barracks coming through. I like it. We are in, I'm going to say we're in the Diamond League. We got one player who's ranked Platinum 3. We got another player who's in Diamond. You know, they're up there. And I'm excited to see how this match goes. I play a lot of Japanese myself, and I do think that the Japanese have some of the best counters in the game. The way in which you can have the ranged Onimusha working as your mobile crossbows, working with samurai who also counter all melee infantry, the power of the mounted samurai. You have so many great options for countering the best units that your opponent can throw at you. The problem is, the Knights Templar have so many options. Ooh. Come on, get the mining camp down. Oh, well, Diamond League, no one's perfect. Anyway, what I was saying was, the Knights Templar have so many powerful units of their own, and it's unpredictable what they might go to. We obviously see people going for the Kingdom of France a lot, unlocking their heavy cavalry, getting those military units out faster and cheaper. But the Knights Hospitaller, very powerful. Antioch, they all have their own really strong benefits, and as their opponent, you don't... I can't believe they're still doing this long distance mining. They were rallied back onto the wood. I mean, it seems like not max. I mean, they got exactly the amount of wood, the gold they needed. This is an interesting build. I'm not really sure what to make of it. I don't know if I love it, but we now have the Japanese running out here going to try to interrupt the gold. They're not going to be able to do so. There's going to be nothing out there for them to find. So, handling the early pressure the Japanese are able to apply very cleanly. That cheap barracks they get. Food coming in here fairly quickly. The age up might be slightly delayed based on this. I haven't seen this build order before. But, you know, in about a minute they'll have what they need to age up. So we're looking at a 4 o'clock age up time. Going back over to Japan, what do we see from them? Nothing more out of the single barracks. No Tagara. And now, spears coming out for the Knights Templar. I had completely missed. Wherever those came. Oh. Well, that's why. Man. Maybe that's why they really needed that extra early wood. They didn't spend it on the gold mine. They spent it on a Thrax and an outpost. Early spearmen out, 3 of them. Japan, for their part, now does not have the gold they need to age up. 2 samurai now out. Interesting to use the gold on samurai instead of trying to get closer to that age up, but it makes sense. Villagers gonna try to get the gold they can, but the spearmen go into the outpost. So now, in a tough spot here. Man, it is a tough time to be a Japanese player. So, what does Japan do at this point? What would you do? If you're in this situation, I'm going to get our map turned right side up here. You don't have an ability to get gold. You have villagers who don't need a lumber camp to be productive, so they can just keep chopping out here. Really smart play here. Really interesting. Japan now sending what they have forward. Villagers have vacated. You got 5 on gold to the west here, so the agent will eventually come through here. Scout linking up here perhaps with the samurai. So 2 delayed age-ups. Now an archery range coming in. Makes a lot of sense. We see the first pilgrim coming out with 88 gold on them. Now that would be a useful place for the samurai to go. So the Knights Templar, they did end up going up with the Knights Hospitaller. Going for a raid, they don't have any special units for that yet. A second range coming up. Well, of course, I'm so silly. I say that. They do have the chance to make infantry out of their racks. And now a blacksmith coming up. And a gold mine. I knew they'd get there eventually. Well, I didn't. I wasn't sure. I don't know. They were going to play the whole game with no gold camp. So, that was a confusing start to the game. Feeling a little more settled now. That really caught me off guard. I think it caught the Japanese player off guard. Koka Township, Kura Storehouse now coming through. Tawara coming through to get those berries. And look, I don't think... Ooh. Archers now out. Gonna start pushing. I don't feel like this was destabilizing for the Japanese, but I don't think it put them horribly behind. They have a second gold. Now it has been scouted out here. So a tower is going to have to come down. I don't think the Japanese are very aware of the Templar presence on their new gold. 3 spearmen. Still in here. No. Archer, wait. Who's in this building? Oh, I'm on the wrong. I can't see it from that perspective. Okay. Well, a stable coming down. Interesting location for a stable. I don't know if I love putting it this far away with this many villagers. And now the push is going to come through. These villagers are going to be cut out of position, and it's going to be for a horseman. You know, I don't understand that play. I also don't understand not using the farm you have. It's free food that's going to waste. Every second you don't use your farm is food you lose. That pilgrim really made a run for it before getting sliced up here by the samurai. And now we do have the Hospitaller Knights coming out. Able to come out of that barracks. Archer is now pushing Japan off the food, and it really feels like right now Templar has Japan's number. A single horseman is able to get out. Nothing else is coming out. It'll take down the single horseman with ease, but not much else. Villagers, gonna lose them. You don't need to. Another one goes down. That's the first villager of the game. I said another one goes down. It was indeed the first one. Second one now down. And Japan doesn't know where to go. Moving out onto berries. And it looks like Japan is out here looking for a counterplay. They're not going to find much out here. Maybe a second town center coming down here. Maybe... Yeah, that looks like a second town center with the pace that they're going at it. Onabageisha and a hardened samurai are going to try to take apart the archer mass. One archer down. And archers are going to be able to kite. A second samurai joins the fray. Japan trying to stabilize. It's stable. It's only going to get that one horseman out. I don't think that they ever saw Japan, the Templar force that was there. Still don't love the idea of building, no reason to build a production unit so far away from your own base in a vulnerable position. Still not going for the free food here. So a lot of mistakes being forced here by the Japanese. Or, excuse me, from the Templar against the Japanese. 27-10. Almost a 3-to-1 military count. And this is looking like a rough play here. Japan running around. Now utilizing the farms out of berries. And this is the downside, right? The longer you're on those farms, and they're going to call it. Yeah, the longer you're on those farms, the longer those berries last, but they're not able to do it here. So a quick victory, a real quick one here. Templar with an aggressive play, throwing the Japanese completely off balance, and they were just never able to recover. Only a couple of villager losses, but in the end, more than they could handle. Well, thanks for joining. That was a quickie. Thanks for enjoying it with us. We'll catch you on the next one.